Welcome back, everyone. I'm Alfred Lambremont Webre, and I'm here with the Chief Executive Officer of C60 Evo, ESS 60, and also looking at me over my shoulder is Buckminster Fuller, who's holding a model of the Fullerine molecule, the carbon-60 molecule that we'll be talking about. Now, Patty, tell me all about the Fullerine molecule and what you guys at C60 Evo have been doing with it and what sort of good things it does for all of us.
Well, the one thing that I know is that I can't make medical claims, but I read all the testimonials. Everybody says they get more energy, and usually they say they feel it quickly. So that's my favorite, because a lot of us are sluggish from the world out there and the news in here and family and friends and drama and life. And it's really nice to have something that keeps us at an even keel emotionally. Something about this product, I don't know what it is, but it keeps people at an even keel. And I start my day with C60 Evo Organic MCT coconut oil in my coffee, and it is the nicest way to start the day. So what it is a molecule that won the Nobel Prize in 1997 for excellence in chemistry because it did things better than almost any other element when it was tested in all these different ways. Now, that was 1997, but my partners, Chris Burris and Robert Wong of the SES Research Lab, have been manufacturing it since 1991. So they knew 6 years earlier that this was gold. And when I say gold, it was because their professor at their university where they were both studying said, you guys are really smart students, you're really good in science, really good at business, and you're both motivated. And they're like kids. And he said, learn how to make carbon-60. And it's worth more than gold if you can make it super clean. And they went to work. And so Chris and Rob invented this huge reactor machine that must weigh tons. And I saw it. It's like Star Wars to my eyes, but they've been making C60, C70, industrial grade C60 for 32 years and selling all over the world to research institutions. And it wasn't until the last half dozen years that people started experimenting with it because we offered some of our product, which was the extra virgin olive oil, the strongest that we sell. And this is pure C60, which is ESS 60. And we are the only lab that offers it because there's all different degrees of carbon-60 delivery, but most of them are for industrial grade, which we still sell for solar cells, tires, batteries, and ink, but we don't sell it for people and pets because it's not known to be safe for human consumption. But in 2012, we produced some really clean carbon-60 and delivered it to the Paris-Bacti study for toxicity to see, is it toxic or is it safe for humans and animals? And it proved to let the lab rats live 90% longer, and they died without tumors, which turned out to be not only not toxic, but the longest longevity study in history. And the first time Wistar rats died without any tumors. Two incredible, amazing miracles with C60's ESS 60.
There you go. There you go. And that is really good news, right? That is good news for humanity, that there's sort of this new food that has the fullerene molecule, that is what we call technically the carbon-60 molecule, is the fullerene, named after the futurist scientist right behind me, Buckminster Fuller, right? The fullerene molecule. And just to tie the circle of synchronicity around, I went to the University of Cincinnati with a fellow futurist, Barbara Marx Hubbard, in the 1970s, and we did an interview there with Bucky Fuller on the World Good News Network. So that's what we're on right now, broadcasting the good news. And I just learned an anecdote from another fellow good newser this past week who met up with Bucky Fuller, yeah, I believe it was in the 1980s, and Bucky, the first words out of his mouth to him were, "Hey, did you see that article with Alfred Webre on the World Good News Network?" So and that's after whom the Fullerine was named. So it's not only a small world, but I'm talking about this, how synchronicity works, and how, as we move forward, because the good news is that we're moving out of third density now into higher frequencies and away from our old world of war, disease, crime, and poverty and suffering, and into a new world of wonder and delight and lots of positive energy. And, for my mind, Fullerines and C60 Evo is a food that accelerates your hemoglobin. For example, my medical doctor told me that I have the hemoglobin in the blood of a 25-year-old. So you start aging backwards and frequency forward and move up into 4 and 5D. So if you're looking for a food that will ascend you more into 4 and 5D, look no further than the Fullerine, which Buckminster Fuller, the Futurist, is holding the model there, and that you held the bottle there. So let's share some screen and bring it to my webpage, my affiliate webpage on your website. Can you see that there?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, let me just make
Right.
it there. How's that? Is that good?
Perfect. Yes. So as you can
Okay.
tell, we're still looking like summer mode. September, I'm going to have to change the colors to autumn and back to school groove and back to work. But we go with the seasons, but the products never change because the products are all year long. They're for males, females, and everything in between. They're not for children under probably 14, 15. We don't recommend. But my partner, Chris, the scientist, said his daughter had really bad acne, and she tried our facial serum, and now she no longer has skin problems, and she's
Wow,
12.
that is
So
amazing.
I know. I mean, I haven't found anything it didn't help. And yesterday I had a dental surgery. And so before I went, I swished the olive oil C60 Evo in my teeth and gums, and I just left it there. And so I went and I had Novocaine and it didn't hurt. And after the 2 crowns got put on, which was a lot of work, he said, you might have pain, you might have sensitivity. I have nothing. Like, I've been through a number of treatments because I've been through some hellish stuff as a whistleblower for the last 10 years. But I've survived everything because I take this product early in the morning with my coffee, the coconut oil, and then right before noon, I'll take a tablespoon of the olive oil, which is a blast off of energy, mental flexibility, mental focus. Wow, I could just work all day long, even when I'm tired. So as we look at the product lineup, there's 3 flavors of oil on the left, and they're organized in the strongest carbon 60 Fullerine potency. The olive oil has 0.8 to 0.86 milligrams per milliliters of carbon 60. And it's only 2 ingredients, the purest organic oils and ESS 60 from our lab. The next one is the avocado oil. Roseanne Barr and Ann Vandersteel both swear by avocado toast in the morning to start their day. They get a piece of toast, they sprinkle it with the avocado oil, slabs of avocado, a little more oil, sea salt. Ah, they swear by it. The coconut oil, so the avocado oil holds 0.6 compared to 0.8 with the avocado. And then the MCT coconut oil, so delicious in the morning, is 0.35 milligrams per milliliters of C60 Evo. So next we have the facial serum, organic, vegan, natural, that's got, I think, 21 products to make this divine serum, lovely at night, lovely throughout the day if you need it. And it has the essence of rosemary oil and a base of chia seed, which I worked with a naturalist who does, she's written tons of books on raw foods and organic eating and living. Right next to that are the two-part products, which is the turquoise blue and the green, which are ESS 60 oil in the small bottle that you freshly activate with the peptide formula UTH 29 blend, and you mix them in the palm of your hand, thus avoiding emulsifiers and chemicals, which we're really proud of at C60 Evo. So you mix the combination in your hand, you rub it, and you freshly apply to your face at night. The peptide product is amazing. It's called C60 Evo Youth Renew Duo. And the hair formula for people that may have gotten sick with the flu thing or whatever and lost a lot of hair, we recommend this. It's called C60 Evo Hair Renewal, and it's also something you mix in the palm of your hand to freshly activate. Between those, we have the lip balms in mint and natural, and I'm in love with the mint. I don't know about you, Alfred, but I have one right here by the computer. I have one in the bathroom, have one in my purse. I'm always using my lip balms. And then to the right, for people who travel or don't like the taste of olive oil or avocado or coconut MCT, we have it in capsules, the strong one, which is the olive oil. And the capsules you can take on an airplane, you can travel, they can go in your briefcase, your purse, a lot easier to carry around than a bottle of oil, which, you got to be careful with. To the right, we have the dog and cat formulas, which, my gosh, the testimonials might be the most fun of all. The people with old dogs they used to carry down the steps to go to the bathroom, they literally said are bounding up the stairs. So the cat formula has a little salmon essence, the dog has a little bacon essence, and they love it. We always have a web banner in red. You buy 2 face serums and you get the third one for half off. No matter what discount you get, you always want to put in Alfred's code at checkout for another 10% off, and we will have that code at the bottom.
Yeah, and I'm just going down here, so because you can here you've got the C60 Evo sets.
Right, the combination,
Yeah,
we put together all these little sets, you save 15% off each item. So it's a really nice discount. You can buy 2 items or 8 items in our sets, but you'll save 15% off. And another great discount is to sign up for a monthly subscription for 1 item or 10 items, and you'll save 20%. And again, no matter what you buy, use Alfred's code at checkout, which I'll tell you is EV for Evo, ALW for Alfred's initials, at checkout in this little box, and you'll save another 10%. So you can get the oil, you can get the capsules with a little face, a little lips. The combo groups with the discount are really nice, so you can try all the different products.
right. And here we go. They're sample sets. Well, you've got a big bottle. You've got the 16-ounce bottles. And then you've got the 4-ounce samplers and 2-ounce mini samplers.
That's right. We have the sampler sets, you have one of each flavor. And we recommend a lot of people that are just trying it, start out with a sampler set, because the different concentration levels and the different flavors, people are going to resonate. People might love the subtle buzz of the coconut oil in the morning is definitely enough. Some people, like, they're going to the gym or they're competing in a race, they're going to definitely want to blast off with the olive oil. But if you try all the flavors, you'll know what works for you. This is the large bottle. It's the size of my head, just about. This is a 32-ounce bottle. It's the biggest one, I think, carried on the market, but we have the lab, so we've got it going on. And the 2-ounce little teeny samplers, we only sell by the dozen. And they're like $35 when you buy them by the dozen for a 2-ounce, which is a really good deal because you can give them to friends and stuff. And that's a little further down. The dozen quantities are 25% off. So if you buy a dozen of any product, you're going to make a really nice discount at 25% off. So the sizes of oils and the offerings of the olive oil, the 4, 8, 16, 32, or capsules, it comes in the olive oil flavor.
Right, right. And here we have pets. Now that's something, because many of us, I know that here in our home, we have 2 cats, and then some of our housemates have dogs. So I'm sure that many homes have cats, and also they have dogs. So could you talk about that, and maybe some of the customer comments from the pet owners, the pet lovers?
Right. Well, I think a lot of people enjoy their pets as much or more than their kids and their spouse. And people's pets really matter. And if you simply give them something as good as what you're taking for anti-aging, antioxidant, antiviral, anti-everything that's not good for you, you give that to your pets, you're going to save a lot of money on pet bills and a lot of grief at your animals being sick and sluggish. What we've seen is amazing anti-aging comments from people with older pets or people with ailing pets. They've also said, yeah, we gave it to the neighbor's cat who was really mangy. And boy, that cat plays with our cat now, and they're both running around the yard, but it could barely move before. So, I mean, people are even putting drops on, like wild animal that are sick. If they put out, I shouldn't encourage it, but I've heard testimonials where people have helped all kinds of animals with the pet formula. And for people who love their dog, we have the dog lover set. One for you, one for your dog. There's the cat lover set. And if you want a larger than 4-ounce bottle for the human, then you'll, just get your pet a bottle. Or if you've got a dog and a cat, you get the pet sampler, because those bottles will last a lot longer than the human bottle of 4-ounce, which is 1 month. The pet bottles, you'll see on our website, we have per weight of your animal, how many drops to give it. But again, you'll want to test your pet. If you've never given them oil, you don't want them to get diarrhea. So on the other hand, you might have a dog that's like on coffee all of a sudden, because all of a sudden his energy's back and he's wired. It does work. It's wonderfully potent, and just a few drops is all that pets need.
That is amazing. Now, here we go. And yeah, you've got my coupon code there, EVALW. And the best deal is when you go for cases. Yeah, so there people can, let's say you have a neighborhood or you have a collective house, or, this I can't say it enough, the impact that it has on me. I mean, I'm 81 years old and I have 23 books on Amazon. It's just like all of a sudden you go into breakthrough in your life. That's that is one of my testimonials. My hemoglobin is the hemoglobin of a 25-year-old man. I'm doing stuff that everywhere I go. I was on an international Zoom call, and they asked for everybody's age, and I said 81, and the host practically fell off her chair.
I bet.
So
Wow.
anyway, I'm just giving as many testimonials as I can. And so I would encourage, that's all I can do. I mean, and say it's really been positive for my productivity. And I would urge it for you that it's a good investment because your productivity soars. And it's good. I call it good for civil defense. In these days there's a lot of environmental stress going on at multiple levels, and you can just handle it very easily. Well, over to you, Patty.
Thank you. Well, your testimonials are always welcome. And I've got an interesting one. My mother's 94 years old. I've been giving her Evo. I sent her the sampler pack maybe a month ago. Thank God. And I don't even have to remind her. She takes her spoonful every morning, and she just fell over and whacked her head. They took her in an ambulance to the emergency room, 4 staples. A few days later, a week later, she went to have the staples taken out with her younger friend who's 85. My mom fell again. She never falls. And she got a big nugget on the side of her head. I was like, oh my God, they sent a photo, all bruised up, 94. I'm like, uh-oh, this is the end. So I flew out to Palm Springs and I spent the last week with her. And I couldn't believe how quick she healed and how little pain she really had in her head.
Wow.
And I have enough surgeries. I don't have pain. Like after this tooth thing, I had no pain. How does that happen? My mom's amazing. She's sitting in her chair reading hundreds of pages, like lavishing books the whole time I'm there, just avid reader, crossword puzzles, like nothing fazed her. And turns out she had a bladder infection, which could make older people dizzy. So it's not like she's aging at 94. I'm like, who does this? And my sisters were saying, oh, you got to fatten her up. So I bought her a bunch of wonderful pastries, and she was like, in heaven. It was really fun to see how easy it was to deliver love and healing and C60 Evo. And while I was there, her dog, 15 years old, all of us in the family are like, that dog better not die, because she loves the dog. So I sent out some Evo for dogs. Where's that bottle? Here's my Evo for dogs bottle. And I said, give him a few drops every day and be sure, that when you take your spoonful, you put a little on his, and I bet he'll stop limping. I'm going to have to ask. But I told Chris I'm a little bit conceited about the C60 Evo effects because everybody that I know benefits, and my whole family takes it. A lot of our pets take it, and the benefits are noticeable, with a lot of supplements, which I have in my little white, bucket with all the little sections for every day. I'm barely motivated to take them because there's so many, and it's like I don't even feel them. But Evo, this I feel.
Wow. Yeah. Here we go. Here we have testimonials.
Yeah, people can spend some time there. There's over 100, which I will mention. Our customer service are really young, marvelous people that are incredibly polite and efficient. And we've given them a list of answers to everything anybody could ask. So they are masters by now. I don't think you can trick them. And with the 20% off subscriptions, if you don't love the product, you can call or send an email and they will cancel you immediately with no obligation. You don't even need to say why, but very few people cancel.
Right. Wow. So this is something that is backed by science, that won a Nobel Prize, and I believe was like a quantum leap in science. It was a quantum leap, and look at Bucky Fuller holding the quantum leap there, which is the Fullerine molecule, and which your company has now made it safe for human consumption, and which has made my life, made great strides in my life. And we both shared stories of that, and testimonials, and so I don't know what to say. I mean, in these days, where you compare it to, the cost of conventional, they call it Rockefeller medicine, right? Which is like 19th century medicine. This is like smart foods. This is like future foods that just cut through and bring your body up to next 4D, 5D specs. So,
Amen to that.
yeah.
Well, I think that we have uncovered by testing a lot of the products online by other companies that sell C60, we've had massive disappointment in the quality of what other companies are selling. But again, they're not the lab. We're the lab. And I've only been with the partners of the SES Research Lab that worked with Bucky, probably, with his science, certainly, for the last 32 years with integrity. Nobody else in the industry has been at it that long. And when I got together with the guys, it's just been an uphill, wonderful evolution since then, because I brought the audience, they bring the science, and we're doing it right. We're doing it for people and pets specifically. And over there, they're still selling industrial grade, but we don't encourage people to buy questionable C60 and take it internally, because
Right.
you don't want to get sick. And it's not rocket science. There's the good stuff that's manufactured specifically to be safe for humans, and then
Exactly.
perhaps there's others. We have discovered 2 companies that are selling charcoal and calling it supercharged C60. And people are starting.
That is, yeah, that's consumer fraud that can be reported to the attorneys general of that state or that province.
Well, when we get some good attorneys general. But in the meantime, what we're doing is we're just kind of leading the way, and we're creating things for your face, things for your lip, things for your skin, things for your hair, and mainly the organic edible oil for your body, which basically does it all. Look how big this one is. I love it. Okay, one hand, but this thing is big. We do have a big bottle special that if you buy 2, you get the 3rd one for half off. And it amazes me how many people are stocking up. The dozen quantities are a really good idea to do with friends, family, like you mentioned, the office. But it doesn't take that many people to divide a dozen, like 3 people to get a dozen. You each get 4 bottles, and you get 25% off plus Alfred's code, another 10% off. You're going to save a lot of money on
Exactly.
C60 Evo. But if people make comments because they don't take time on the website, just know that for $67.50, you can buy a month worth of C60 Evo. That's American dollars, $67.50, by buying a 4-ounce bottle and then buying it on monthly subscription, 20% off, and then use Alfred's code EVALW for another 10% off. And your 4-ounce month bottle is only $67.50. Now, if your health isn't worth that, I can't help you.
Wow. Exactly. Well, that there's so much information packed here, and having people get the realization that the future is available here and now, that's been scientifically verified, is something that just has to sit with people. And we've now reached the magical 30-minute mark, which is, I think, when people can absorb kind of that that critical mass of information that they can go, okay, I want a better life. And yeah, I'll spend $60 a month on that.
Right? Yeah, people initially they go $95. It's like, do you know how many discounts are so easy? Just
Yeah,
tap that button, put in this code, it's over. And if
yeah,
it's not worth it, don't buy it again. But
yeah,
most people are really grateful because then they save $300 a month on 4 or 5 different herb supplements that really don't do anything. So we
exactly.
want everybody healthy. We want all of us that have made it through these last 3 years in America and Canada and across the world. If we've made it this far, we are true warriors. I drink to peace every day.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah, no, I bring this on all my shows. You notice my all-American flag shirt. Um,
Amen.
Oh yeah, no, I am a walking reminder, a limping reminder that it is worth loving life, freedom, liberty, law, order, peace, and love. I mean, really, we're so distracted by all this other SHIT that it's really nice to have a product that somehow, even me, keeps me really balanced and kind to the world, or else I'm sure I'd be postal. If I didn't have this, I'd either be dead or postal. So the world is lucky that I'm taking this every day because Patty is calm.
Amen.
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 Alfred is calm and brilliant, writing so many books. It's unbelievable at 81
Well, 81 years young and
years
younger
young.
and getting younger every year. So, until we meet again very soon, CEO Patty Greer bringing us Fullerines, and look how happy Buckminster Fuller is of that.
Very proud.
Very
Love
proud.
ya.
Yeah, so thanks very much, and I'll talk to you just after the show.
Okay.
Thank you.